welcome back. Today I'm gonna hopefully get the oil change done on this thing. Meant to get it done last weekend, but I've been busy. So a couple things have happened. One is the boat is all wrapped now, as you can see. Looks like a nice job. Got the vents. Motor's all wrapped up. So what I'm gonna do now is take the boat and put it on the side of the house, get it out of the way. Pretty good. Boat's put away for the winter. Alright guys, welcome back. I am finally getting back to filming this video. I started it last week and things got really busy. So anyway, I'm back. I'm gonna finish it. But the nice thing is a few things have happened since I started filming it last. And we have some new sliders to put on. So yeah, I got the Dupont sliders here. This is my first pair of these. Normally I just buy the regular sliders, but I figured I'd give these a try because a lot of people like them. Kind of first heard about them from the Yamaha guys. So, not really sure the story, but I'm pretty sure these were only for Yamaha before. So now, I don't know, maybe Dupont got sold. I think CKX owns them now. So anyway, pretty sure you could pretty much order these for any sled now. If you actually know the story about Dupont and these slides, or if you know what's going on with Dupont and what happened there, just comment down below and let me know, because I'd love to hear about it. Another thing we got today too, we have the trail pass. So may as well throw that on too. I'm not really a fan of sticking it on the windshield or on the side, so I like to put it up here. You can see it's kind of out of the way there. Haven't had any issues with it. You know, the cops haven't bothered me about it or nothing. Fingers crossed I'll be good again this year, so we'll see. All right, we got the 2021 Trail Pass on there. Ready to go. We're gonna get back to the oil change today. We're gonna get that done. If that goes smooth, then we'll do the sliders as well. And I'd also like to make a few adjustments to my suspension. So that could be another thing that I might throw into this video. So anyway, this is gonna be an oil change on a ZR 7000. For you Viper guys out there, it's gonna be the same thing. This snowmobile has the Yamaha 1049 Viper. It's gonna be the same thing. So you wanna do an oil change on your Viper, watch this video, you'll be able to do it. Got the oil here from Cat, the filter, and whatever gaskets we're gonna need. All right, let's get this done. Step one, remove the cover. Just want to remind you guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you don't want to miss any upcoming videos, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of those upcoming videos. Smash that like button, comment below. I love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you want to see next. First thing I do is remove the seat, because you're going to need to take this plastic piece off here and it kind of tucks under the seat, so we're going to have to remove the seat. You're going to need a hex T30 for the seat, so go ahead and take that off. Get yourself a little bowl or somewhere to put all these nuts and bolts. So obviously you don't want to lose them, because if you have to go to Cat to buy these, I'm sure they're way overpriced. Alright, so once that's off, just pretty much lift. This is the limited, so it has a heated seat, so you're going to have to unplug that wire harness. So once you've unplugged that, you're free to take the seat off. Alright guys, next thing we're going to do is remove the side panels. So on the Viper, I'm sure if you own a Viper, you know how to remove your side panels. On the Cat, they're just pretty much like a cotter pin. Pull the cotter pin, and unsnap it. There you go. So like I said, on the 7000, it's just a stem comes through there with the cotter, or whatever you want to call this pin. We're going to take the side panel off the other side as well. We got the side panels off, as you can see. Seat off, side panel off. In order to get this piece of plastic off here, this is a T20 to remove this guy here. One here on this side. Same on the other side, another one there. Twist this guy here. There's one on the other side. We have there's a bracket in here, right in the footwell. So in order to drain the oil, this is in your way, so we need to remove that. And the bracket is also a T20. 2 bolts at the top. There's also 2 at the bottom. There you go. 4 bolts. There's your bracket. Pull that out. Alright, next step guys, get yourself a drain pan, because we're about to drain the oil and I'm going to show you how to do that. There, that's the drain bolt right there. So we're going to take that out, and the oil is going to go into this pan. So basically, you want the pan under this hole right here in there, so you can see through there. So let's make sure that pan is positioned properly there. I want to show you this trick that's going to help drain your oil without making a mess. So all you need is just an empty container of oil, a 1 liter container of oil, and basically you're just going to, I don't know, hopefully you can see this, you're going to cut it down like this. Okay, well he showed me the trick with the oil container, but where do you put it? Well, I'm going to show you that too, so don't get your panties in a knot. Alright, so hopefully you can see this. So you're just going to slide this. So the oil is going to go into the container, out the spout, through the running board, and into the container. I want the front of the snowmobile to be slightly higher than the back. One, it's going to make sure all the oil drains out of the oil pan, and two, It's going to make sure that the oil flows the proper way in that homemade funnel I just made. So the drain bolt is a 9/16. All right, so now that you've cracked it loose, you're going to get your funnel again, get that in place. All right, for this part, I'll wear my rubber glove because I know that I'm probably going to get oil on me. Guys, while the oil's draining, take your drain plug. We're going to replace the rubber gasket, so you can just take a small screwdriver, work the old one off, replace the old gasket with the new one you got in your oil change kit, and then reinstall the drain plug, and we'll go on to the next step. So go ahead and reinstall your drain plug, and remember, do not over tighten it. You can probably go online and find the torque specs for that drain bolt. I'm just going to snug it up, and most importantly, don't over tighten it. Next step is going to be to jack up the front of the sled. You got to get it off the ground enough so you can get underneath it to get to the oil filter. So I just use a floor jack and a piece of wood underneath, and I recommend putting a couple axle stands on each side as well once it's jacked up. So let's So the next part is you're going to remove this bottom hatch, and this one is a T30. So remove this hatch so that it lets you get access to the oil filter. So I'm just gonna get this stuff out of my way. Okay, pause. All right, guys, now you can get a good look at inside the hatch. All right, so you got your oil filter and you have your other drain plug. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up this drain plug and get a pen under here. I cracked the drain plug loose, so it's just finger tight now. You can see it starting to drip already. So I'm just gonna remove it. Hopefully not get too much oil on my hand. It's probably not the case. There we go. Got the second drain bolt out, and the oil's still draining over there, so we're just gonna let it do its thing. In the meantime, you'll see you have this little washer, brass or copper. I don't know what it is, maybe copper, not sure. Let's call it copper. All right, so you got this little copper washer that's on the drain bolt, and your oil change kit should have came with a new one. So just take your new one, and you're gonna put flat side out, just like this. The oil's finished draining, and now we're just gonna put the drain plug back in with the new washer. So you're just gonna snug it up. And we're moving on to the oil filter now. So if you have an oil filter wrench, use that. Or maybe you have a specific one that fits this filter. I just used a pair of pliers like this. Now I can pretty much just go ahead and take it off now by hand. So you want to make sure you have the oil pan, because again, this is gonna drip. Try not to So once you take the oil filter off a little bit, it's almost best to just let that oil come out, because it's coming out in a nice stream straight down into the bucket, so that's good. And once that's done, you can just go ahead and completely remove it after. There you go, there's your oil filter. Now you're going to take your new filter and reinstall it. First, you'll just dip your finger in some of that oil, and you're just going to rub that oil on the gasket here. Just oil up that gasket. I like to oil up the threads too of this. So once you got that all oiled up, you reinstall the filter. Snug it up, but don't over tighten it. Once you have your filter and your drain screw back on, you can just wipe any oil that may have leaked, clean that up, and then it's time to put your hatch back on. All right, snug those up. Don't over tighten. And now, finally, we are done underneath the sled. The last part of this job is putting the oil in. So let's get to that. I'm super happy that we're done working underneath the sled. Finally, we can stand up again, and everything from now on is very easy. So you're gonna take the jack stands out if you had those, and then we're just gonna lower the jack. Now grab your oil and a funnel. Take your oil cap out. Go ahead and fill it back up. I'm gonna probably leave about half a liter in here till I check the oil level. I just put 3.5 liters in there. I'm gonna check it right now, see where it's at, and then go from there. Because it's always easier to add oil than to have to take it out. So you got your dipstick here. You can see your normal is where you want the oil. Now that I know there's enough oil in it, I'm probably gonna fire up the motor, kind of get that oil circulating, and then check it again after that. That's good enough just to get the oil circulating. And I've also noticed here, looks like the exhaust is melted, started to melt through this little heat shield. So we can fix that up. Luckily I have a little bit of this aluminum tape left, so we'll just go ahead and put some of that over there. Easy way to repair that. Kind of wearing out some other areas here, so we'll just give it a little reinforcement here. Go. All good, all fixed. We just ran the sled, let it sit for a couple minutes. I checked the oil again, and now that it's circulated and filled up the filter and stuff, it shows it needs more oil. So we're gonna go ahead and add some more. So we topped it up again. I checked the oil, ended up using the whole jug, and it's exactly where it needs to be. So that's perfect. The whole jug's gone. Oil's full on the sled. And basically now we just have to put it all back together, and I'll show you how to do that again. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna reinstall this bracket in your footwell. Again, these are gonna be a T20. Make sure all 4 bolts are nice and tight, and that bracket's back on. I'm gonna reinstall this plastic piece now, T20. Don't forget this clip down here. Grab your seat now. Reconnect the wire. This is a T30. Reinstall your side panels. Last side panel here, put this on. Alright guys, we're all done. That was an oil change on an Arctic Cat 7000 or a Yamaha Viper. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I really hope it helped you out. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Don't miss any upcoming videos. Hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next one.